Hey everyone, it's Caito, and in today's video, I'm so excited to be chatting with y'all about one of my favorite new features in Disney Dreamlight Valley, and that is the new camera modes. And there are so many things to look at here, so I wanted to go through them with you together. Right now, you can see I am already in the camera mode, and you can tell that this looks a lot different than what it used to look like, because they have all of these new settings. So I'm going to turn back on the interface here and you'll see there is so much stuff. There's so much stuff you can do. A lot of it we had before, but it was a little bit different, but there's so many new things as well. So first things first, you can see that this camera mode is taking up my entire screen, and you are able to change the way that the camera looks. You can see on the bottom left for whatever device you're using, whether it's on the PC, Switch, Xbox, wherever you're playing the game, it will tell you exactly what buttons you need to press to do what. So this is the change image format that I'm doing right now, and that's just going to change the size of your picture. So depending on what you're using it for, you may want a smaller photo or a larger one. For me personally, I'm always going to opt for the bigger, larger frame. I feel like I can always trim it later if I want to. I like to have more options, have a little full screen moment. So love that. You can still change the camera mode, which is something we could do before. You've got the selfie mode, and then you've got this full screen mode, and then you have the one that kind of takes you behind your character. You can obviously zoom in, you can zoom out, you can turn it however you want to. The only thing I don't like about this mode, I wish they would opt for a more just landscape kind of mode where it deletes your character, or maybe you had the option to remove your character from this, because once you're in the mode, you cannot move where your character is. So I feel like that makes taking pictures a little more difficult. So you have to kind of pay attention to where you've placed your character before you go into the camera. Now you can still stand or crouch, whichever one you want to do, that is still an option. You can rotate the camera in whatever mode you're in and get a background that you want. I really like that you can kind of move around. Now the next thing I want to talk about are these new features here at the bottom right. So previously your character would kind of cycle through all of the different poses that they had. Now they have added this where you can choose which pose you want your character to do, and they're going to hold that pose for an extended period of time. You've got all the time in the world to take these pictures. It's amazing. They've got the one with the finger point, they've got the one with the hand open. You can do no pose at all, and they have this new kind of a scary claw pose, which I think is really cute. And this leads me to believe that we are going to be getting a lot more poses in the future. Look at all this empty space, and then you know there's going to be a scroll bar over here where we can pick between a bunch of different poses. Super excited about that. I feel like this just gives us so much more variety when we're taking our pictures. Absolutely love it. And speaking of variety, if you come up here to this face option, you have all of these different facial expressions that you can give to your character. They even have the spooky growling face. Love that. Again, I think they're going to continue to add different facial expressions to this. And as your person is making these facial expressions, they do kind of cycle through different faces as well. So even more options here. You can pick a facial expression, then you can pick a pose. So you can make your character even more personalized to you and whatever you're wanting to convey in your picture. The next two features are a little less exciting to me, but I do think they will be interesting to some people. They added an option to add different filters. You've got your grayscale. They've got a bunch of different stuff here. So if adding filters to your pictures is something you're interested in, they have that here built into the game. I'm someone who likes to take my picture in game, then take it out of the game and use some kind of app like Lightroom to edit my photos if I want to add a filter to them. But I like that this is an option. Again, I think they could continue to add stuff to this if they wanted to. They've also got the different frames here, which Some of these are a little overwhelming. Like this one is a little overwhelming for me, but I do like some of the borders. You can also add the Dreamlight Valley logo if you want to. You won't have to do it later if you do it this way. I just take mine into Canva and add the logo that way, but I love that they added it here and they give you a bunch of different options for it. You can put it on any corner you would like. So that's really convenient to just have it in here. Next up, and one of my favorite new things, is the ability to hide the user interface. I feel like this is absolutely amazing. So you can just hide it, bring it back up. I think this just helps to see exactly what you're gonna see in the photo. It just gives you a good preview of what's actually gonna be in your shot. So I love that they've added this. If they could just add an option to toggle out your character of the photo, it would be perfect. It would be 10 out of 10. Right now it's a 9 out of 10. It would be 10 out of 10. So I love that you can hide the user interface now. And then once you take your photo, you've got it there. They added a few new options here. You can either just save your photo or you can save and share it with a QR code. If you want to easily access your photo on your phone or something, that will give you the option to have a QR code. You can scan the QR code from your phone and easily have it right away. You won't have to email it to yourself or save it to a Google Drive or anything like that. So great new features. Absolutely love that. New features like this are really exciting to me, and I feel like it just proves that the creators at Disney Dreamlight Valley are listening to us and the things that we want them to work on. So what do you think about the new camera modes? What is your favorite new camera feature? Let me know down in the comments below. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate if you'd like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.